What if you were suddenly brought into the world of Genshin Impact? What would you end up doing? Which of the 3 current available regions would you want to reside in? Would you want to live in Mondstadt, the city of freedom, Liyue, the city of contracts, or maybe in Azuma, the city of eternity? Or there's a chance you don't want to stay in one specific area and be like the traveler. What type of elemental vision would you want to get, if you even want to be blessed by one? What job or responsibility would you want to have in this new world? Which characters do you want to be friends with and form a strong bond? Would you even want to possibly date one of the Genshin characters, even though they will likely just decline? And the most important question of all, would you keep Paimon as a companion or leave her behind? These are the questions I asked some of my friends, and I will now show you their answers, and in the end, I will also say what my answer would be. Now let's begin. For the first person I asked, you have likely already seen her, because she appears in almost every one of my videos. Now, this is what her life in Genshin would be. She would live in Inazuma, because there are many interesting places to visit, and would want to be blessed by a cryovision. She would be a professional chef there, and would build her own restaurant. She then would try to make it as known as possible, until eventually, the Inazuma playable characters would visit it, and then, that would be her opportunity to meet and befriend them. Her list of characters that she currently would want to be friends with are Ito, Toma, Ayaka, Miko, and Yoimiya. Funnily enough, all of the characters she mentioned, she doesn't actually own, except for Toma. She wouldn't want to date any of the male characters, because she says that all of them are red flags, and I can't say that I fully disagree with her. She added that she hopes that Xiangling and her would have the opportunity to work together in a project. Lastly, she would want to visit Mondstadt, because she would really want to meet Klee and be friends with her. That's it. That's her only reason on why she would visit that nation. And also, she would choose to keep Paimon, because she's cute and looks like a small child. And that's how she would want her life be in Genshin Impact. Time for my next friend, who I just met 3 days ago. He really wants to be a harbinger, because he loves their cool villain outfits, and would absolutely want to wear one as a uniform. That's actually his only reason for wanting to join them. He added that he would not want to receive a vision, because he wants to be the first, and probably ever harbinger, to not have a vision, but still have the same strength as his co-workers. He also thinks it's just cool that he reached the rare harbinger rank without the blessing of a god, and thinks it's awesome to only use punches and kicks as attacks. He would not want to stay in one specific nation due to his job as a harbinger, and probably not have many friends because of this. Currently his friends list are Kaya, Diluc, Yelan, Ayato, and, very surprisingly, Klee. He also wouldn't date anyone, and would abandon Paimon, because she might secretly be a spy, and she is not very good at keeping secrets, so she might accidentally reveal his plans. And that is how he would want to live in Teyvat. For my next friend that I met in a domain, she says that she would want to live in Mondstadt, because she absolutely loves its atmosphere and the characters there. The nation feels the most like home to her. As for her job, she would want to be some type of doctor that provides healing to injured travelers, but she also wants to be an alchemist that specializes in making medicine, because she wants to work together with Albedo and Sucrose, and she also loves helping people. For her vision, she wants to have an hydro vision, because it's the element most commonly associated with healing. Her friends list is currently basically all of the characters, but the ones she wants to be best friends with are Albedo, Klee, Barbara, Xiangling, Ito, and Yoimiya. If she were to date a character, she said that it could either be Diluc, Zhongli, Toma, Kaya, Albedo, or Kazuha, but couldn't choose which one of them, so she will just pick on whichever one of them accepts her first. And lastly, she would accept Paimon to join her in her adventures, because she's cute, and will be emergency food in case she gets trapped in a random cave somewhere. For my next friend, he usually plays the Shao in my videos. This is what he said. He would want to live in Liyue, because he thinks it's the most beautiful, and would want to work at the Adventurers Guild, like Bennett and Fishale. He thinks that it would be very fun, because you get to explore stuff, and you might end up gaining a lot of privileges, and more. It's very rewarding. He considered joining the Liyue cheesing, but too much paperwork. Next, he would want to be given an NMO vision, because he's favored his crowd control, and he wants to be friends with Noel, Ayaka, the three Adeptus, Gunyu, Xiao, Zhongli, and then Ning Guang, because she's rich, and she could possibly give him some of her pocket change. If he had to date a character, he says that he'll probably date Yanfei, because he thinks she's cute, responsible, and will be a great lawyer if he ever gets put in jail. I don't know why he immediately thought of that scenario. And finally, he wouldn't take Paimon, because he personally finds her annoying, and be a little bit obnoxious sometimes. For my next friend, she usually plays the role of Hu Tao in my videos, because she currently is the only one who owns her. She would want to live in Liyue, and coincidentally, be an adventurer, similar to my other friend, so they could both possibly go on expeditions together. She wants to be an adventurer, so that she can visit Mondstadt, and possibly meet Bennett. She absolutely loves him, and would be friends with him, but she clarifies that she wouldn't go on adventures together, because she wouldn't be able to deal with his bad luck. For her friends list, she would want to be best friends with Ito, and be friends with Baido, Yanfei, Xiangling, Chongyun, Xingzhou, Yunjin, Xin Yan, and basically all of the other characters from Liyue. She would want to be given an Electrovision, because it's the only element she really likes and finds appealing. She also wouldn't date any of the characters, and the very big question, if she will keep Paimon. She says that she will keep her, but if she makes too many decisions for her, and keep bugging her to do certain stuff, then she might not anymore. And now finally, for me, I would want to become a traveling storyteller, or something like that. I would travel to the different nations, and get to know and befriend the many interesting vision holders I would meet. Then I would write their unique stories into books, and try to spread their tales all over Tevat. It's sort of similar to Alice, but without the crazy part, said by my friend. I would want to have an hydrovision, because I think it looks the most beautiful out of all the elements, and would be a great tool for sailing when traveling to other nations. I could also finally fulfill my dream of being a fish. For the people I would be friends with, it would basically be all the vision holders, because of my job, but specifically, my special friends list are Kazuha, Albedo, Xingzhou, Zhongli, Ayaka, Toma, Klee, and Baido. I wouldn't stay in one specific nation, but I think I would spend the most time in Liyue, because I love how amazing it looks at night, especially when there is a festival happening. Then lastly, I don't think I would date anyone, and I would keep Paimon, because she's a great guide that knows a lot of stuff. These are our answers to the question of what we will do if we randomly just got transported to Tevat. What about you? What would your answer be to this question? Comment it down below, and share your own thoughts. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you to my friends who answered this question. Subscribe and like if you ended up enjoying this video. Bye.